We asked 100 women who understands you best. You said, Mom. Survey said,
nice.
Name something a guy might do on Saturday morning in his underwear. You said, watch TV. Survey said,
nice.
Name the age when men buy toupees. You said, 55. Survey said,
nice.
Name a type of cheese you put on a burger. You said, American. Survey said,
nice.
Give me a word that rhymes with sprinkle. All right, we got it. You said 8. Survey said 10 was the number one answer. 93 points away. A place where kids spend most of their time. You said playground. Survey said playground was the number one answer. Something that keeps a student up all night. You said partying. Survey said studying for exams was the number one answer. We need 54 points for $5,000. Something you can freeze. You said don't put a collar on. You said fish. Survey said bird was the number one answer. Give me a word that rhymes with height. You said might. Survey said might was the number one answer. Name a kind of nut a fancy chocolate might have inside of it. You said pistachio. Survey said almond. Almond was the number one answer. Name something the doctor might put in your mouth. You said tongue depressor, which is something similar to the big wooden thing. Survey said tongue depressor was the number one answer. $5 a point, $650. But hey, they're coming right. June was the number one answer. You need 1 point. At what age is a teenager the most obnoxious? You said 13. Name a good month to be born in because you can have your birthday party outdoors. You said in July. Survey said at what age is a teenager the most obnoxious? You said about 15. That's so true. Survey said well, name something above the waist that a man has. It might be big. You said it's right there. It's probably hiding his waist. Survey said name a place people get all wet. You said all right, name a part of both men and women that could be described as sexy. You said stomach. Survey said how many days have you gone without bathing? You said 4. Survey said name a room in your house where you might light a candle. You said in the bathroom. Survey said come on. Fill in the blank. Knock it blank. You said knock it down. Survey said name something you can rent. You said apartment. Survey said candle. You said the living room. Survey said bathroom was number 1. 41 points away. Fill in the blank. Knock it blank. You said knock it out. Survey said Knock it off was the number one answer. 15 points away from 20. Name something you can rent. You said a car. Survey said.
So nice you are.
Do I just, is it ready to record?
Yeah.
Okay.
This lady is so nice. I like her. She's my friend. I love you. I love you too.
Oh. Habitat for Life.
All right, let's see. We ask 100 women, name a breed of dog that's as sloppy a kisser as some guys you know. You said that bulldog. Survey said. How many hours a day do you spend online? You said 5. Survey said. Name something a farmer probably gets tired of doing. You said. We need you to be more specific, so listen to me closely.
Okay.
Name something a farmer probably gets tired of doing.
Pulling vegetables.
Pulling vegetables, survey said. Okay. Name a public place where you see lovers quarreling. You said movie, survey said. Name a kind of uniform that can make even a nerdy guy look attractive. You said that fireman, survey said.
That treatment on these waders, because my older son is adopting these ones, and I'll probably work with him and teach him how to patch the waders so that we can eliminate whatever pinhole leaks might be in these. They're certainly not severe, but I did notice some moisture last time I was in these, and I just haven't repaired them yet. So the nice thing about Simms waders is, and any wader for that matter, is be prepared to service them. If you use them, you're gonna spring a leak at some point. As long as it's not in the seams and it's not detrimental to the wader life, you can easily repair those. It's not a big deal. So I'm gonna repair these things and probably do a different video on that. But overall, I've been very happy. But if you're a summertime angler, fishing when it's hot out, there's probably lighter choices. You don't have to have a $1,000 set of waders to do that. Inversely, if you fish the Olympic Peninsula and
And they say that she could potentially be in a blue 2020 Kia Forte or a 90s black Dodge Ram with a trailer attached to it. And they say that anyone with tips should call those into the Snohomish County Sheriff's Office. They have a deputy working on the case, and that phone number is 425-315-5642, and we'll have that on king5.com. Reporting from Linwood, Erica Zucco, King 5 News.
A place where you would find the book. You said the library. Survey said something you turn on in the morning. You said lights. Survey said. Oh, that's pretty good. That's normally where we stop. We usually get about that. Let's see how much more we can add. A place where you are asked to stand up. You said church. Survey said, boom. Clear the board, bring up.
Loves his mom like he was a mama's boy, like I've never known, and we just love him, and we mourn for him, we mourn for ourselves. Honestly, our 3 families, the Wilcoxons, Hudsons, and Browns, we're all just, the dads are friends, the moms are friends, the kids are all friends, and if I weren't in this with them, it would be so much harder. Like we just love each other so much and are so grateful to be able to do this together. If we have to do it at all, like I'm glad to.
You don't put a collar on. You said, yo, lizard. Survey said, give me a word that rhymes with height. You said tight. Survey said name a kind of nut or fancy chocolate might have inside. You said truffle. Survey said what we're trying to do right now is break 20.
I don't think we're going to.
Come on. We asked 100 men, name something that might be too hot for you. You said, your wife. Survey said. Name something you associate with hippies. You said, long hair. Survey said. What time you wake up and walk the dog in the morning? You said 7. Survey said. Name an illness a kid fakes to get out of school. You said tummy ache. Survey said. Name a country where they eat.
You can absolutely adjust that. All of that being said, everybody's body is different. And so if for some chance you don't have waders that will fit you, companies like Sims, for example, also have a custom shop where you can choose exactly the stocking foot you want, custom measurements that you need for chest, hips, legs, inseam, all that kind of stuff. So if you're not finding that the standard sizes give you a good fit, you can absolutely go to the custom shop. So as you've seen, there's a
meal. Survey said.
Yeah.
Number one answer was hot peppers. We need 22 points. Name something you associate with hippies. You went right there.
I did not say gummies.
You said gummies last time.
Yeah.
But you just... Damn that. Weed. Survey said. Drugs and marijuana was the number one answer. 7 a.m. or stomachache, China. Well, wow. They got a 4-day tour. Said. Belly was the number one answer. You'd have stopped right there, you
I
had
would have
it.
got that, Steve.
Huh?
I would have got that.
You would have got that. All right. At what age did birthdays stop being fun? You said 30.
Okay.
Police, the cop survey said number one answer was your boss. Your boss. Name something you buy at the grocery store that starts with the letter C. You said carrot. Survey said number one answer was cheese. Cheese. Name something a gardener might have 2 of. You said got a couple of hoes. Survey said number one answer was gloves. Give me a word or phrase that polite people use often. You said thank you. Survey said number one answer was please. Please. Vegetables was the number one answer. We're exactly 50 points away from $5,000. Something you can find on top of a fridge. You said sugar. Survey said number one answer was cups. We still need 50 points. A job where people sweat a lot. You said construction. Survey said